What if the very essence of your being carried a presence so radiant that it could not be ignored? Picture this: stepping into a room, saying nothing, yet the atmosphere shifts. Some are drawn to you as if compelled by an invisible force, while others feel an unexplainable unease. This is not about charisma or appearance. It is about something far greater, carrying the presence of the eternal within you. In a world brimming with noise and distraction, there are those who walk differently, who live with a light that seems to defy the chaos. They reflect something beyond themselves, an unmistakable sign that they are aligned with a purpose far greater than they imagined. Their steps echo with meaning, their presence disrupts the mundane, and even unseen realms respond to their existence. Today, we will uncover 7 unmistakable signs that reveal this extraordinary truth. These signs are not about achievements or perfection, but about recognizing the power that works in and through you. As we journey together through these revelations, you may begin to see your life in a way you never have before, filled with purpose, light, and a calling to live beyond the ordinary. So stay with us as we explore these signs. They may not just change how you see yourself, but also how you understand your role in this vast, interconnected journey called life. Let's begin. Imagine carrying a light so bright that it illuminates even the deepest shadows. When you walk with this light, it is impossible for the darkness to remain unaffected. It stirs, it reacts, it trembles. This is the reality of carrying the presence of the eternal within you. Your very being disrupts the unseen forces that dwell in the shadows, not because of who you are, but because of who resides in you. You may have noticed it before. Someone becomes uneasy in your presence, their tone shifts, or they seem irritated without reason. This is not about your personality or actions. It is about the light you carry. The presence within you reveals what is hidden, much like a spotlight in a darkened room. Some will be drawn to this light, while others may resist it with all they have. Even in Scripture, this tension is clear. When Jesus walked among people, his holiness uncovered hypocrisy and hidden motives. The Pharisees despised him, not because he broke laws, but because his very presence laid bare their own shortcomings. In the same way, when you walk into a space carrying the essence of divine light, it challenges the darkness, whether in hearts, actions, or unseen realms. This clash is not a battle of flesh and blood, as the Apostle Paul reminds us, but of spiritual forces. The light you carry agitates the chaos, and the peace within you unsettles the turmoil in others. It is not personal, it is spiritual. If your spirit disturbs the darkness, it is a sign that the light within you is active, alive, and undeniable. Remember this: when your presence causes a reaction, it is evidence that the eternal is working through you. Stand firm, knowing that even in resistance, your light shines brighter, dispelling shadows and bringing clarity to a world that often hides in obscurity. Walking in the presence of the eternal often means walking with a favour that sets you apart. This is not something you can earn or strive for. It is a gift, a grace, a mark of love that flows through your life. When you carry this favour, doors open unexpectedly, opportunities find their way to you, and protection surrounds you in ways that defy explanation. Favour is like a seal, a heavenly endorsement that others cannot ignore. It draws people to you, often without them understanding why. They trust you, want to work with you, or offer help, not because of what you've done, but because of the presence working within you. Consider the life of Joseph, sold into slavery, falsely accused and imprisoned, yet consistently finding favour wherever he went. Even in the darkest circumstances, his life was a testament to the favour of God that no one could deny. But favour isn't just about blessings, it comes with responsibility. When you are chosen for something greater, it is not for personal gain. It is to fulfill a purpose beyond yourself. This kind of favour often stirs envy or misunderstanding from others, but it also serves as a reminder to reflect grace, even in the face of opposition. Jesus himself walked in divine favour, and while it drew multitudes to him, it also provoked hostility. Yet, his life was a perfect example of how favour isn't about avoiding challenges, but navigating them with strength and purpose. When you carry God's favour, you become a vessel of something extraordinary. It shields you, guides you, and equips you to walk paths you never imagined possible. But more than anything, it calls you to live with intention, using the gifts you've been given to touch lives, inspire others, and bring light to the world. Wherever you go, that favour follows, a constant reminder that you are chosen, equipped, and never alone. To carry the eternal within you is to walk a path of surrender, not as a one-time act, but as a daily choice. Surrender is not about losing control. It is about placing your life in the hands of the one who knows the way. It is the quiet yet powerful decision to set aside your own desires, plans, and fears, aligning yourself instead with a purpose that transcends your understanding. When you surrender, your life becomes a reflection of something greater. You are no longer led by ambition or fleeting emotions, but by a steady, guiding presence. This act of surrender transforms you. It is the process by which the old self, tied to ego and uncertainty, gives way to a new self, one filled with clarity, strength, and direction. Consider the words of Jesus, "Not my will, but yours be done." Even in moments of vulnerability and struggle, his surrender became the gateway to fulfillment and purpose. In the same way, when you release control, you invite the presence of the eternal to dwell within you, guiding your thoughts, shaping your actions, and illuminating your path. But surrender is not always easy. It may mean letting go of a toxic relationship, walking away from opportunities that don't align with your calling, or facing uncertainties with faith rather than fear. Yet, with each act of surrender, you find freedom. The freedom to trust, to release burdens, and to walk with assurance that you are held by something far greater than yourself. Through surrender, your life becomes a vessel for light and transformation. It is in this state of openness that blessings flow, not as rewards, but as natural outcomes of alignment with a higher purpose. Surrender is not about giving up. It is about stepping fully into the life you are meant to live, with each step guided, every decision purposeful, and every moment filled with meaning. Carrying the presence of the eternal sharpens your inner senses, awakening a level of discernment that goes beyond mere intuition. It's as if you are given a lens through which you can see deeper truths, what lies beneath the surface of words, actions, and situations. This gift of discernment is not just about making wise choices, it's about recognizing what aligns with the greater purpose and what does not. Discernment allows you to navigate the complexities of life with clarity. In a world often clouded by confusion and half-truths, it acts as your compass, guiding you away from distractions and deceptions. It equips you to sense the unseen, to distinguish between what is genuine and what merely appears so. It's the voice that whispers when something isn't quite right, the nudge that directs you to the right path, even when logic suggests otherwise. Throughout history, discernment has been a hallmark of those who walk closely with God. Think of Solomon, whose wisdom was unmatched, allowing him to make decisions that reflected profound insight, or Jesus, who saw through the Pharisees' hypocrisy, recognizing their intentions even before they spoke. This same spirit of discernment works within you, helping you navigate relationships, opportunities, and even spiritual battles with wisdom and confidence. Discernment also serves as a shield, protecting you from spiritual traps. The forces of distraction often appear as appealing or harmless, but discernment helps you recognize the subtle lies and misdirections that could pull you away from your purpose. It's a gift that grows as you spend time in prayer, reflection, and alignment with the eternal. This heightened awareness is not a burden, but a blessing. It allows you to walk through life with eyes wide open, understanding the forces at play and choosing to align with the light. With discernment, you move confidently, knowing that your path is guided, your choices are intentional, and your spirit remains aligned with truth. It is both your safeguard and your strength as you continue your journey. To carry the eternal within you is to walk with humility, not as a sign of weakness, but as a reflection of true strength. Humility is the quiet understanding of your place in the grand design of life. It's not about thinking less of yourself, but about thinking beyond yourself, allowing your life to become a vessel through which something greater can flow. Humility begins with recognizing that everything you are and everything you have comes from a source beyond your own efforts. It's the posture of an open heart, one that acknowledges the guidance and presence that sustains you. When you walk in humility, you release the need to prove yourself, to seek recognition, or to chase after fleeting achievements. Instead, you let your actions speak for themselves, and the light within you shines without competition or pride. Jesus embodied humility in its purest form. Though he carried immeasurable power, he chose to serve, to wash the feet of his disciples, and to walk alongside the outcasts. His life reminds us that humility is not about diminishing oneself, but about uplifting others. It's about surrendering to a purpose greater than personal ambition, allowing love and service to take the lead. Walking in humility also makes you teachable. It opens your heart to wisdom and correction, knowing that growth comes from a willingness to learn. A humble spirit does not cling to certainty or control, but embraces the journey with trust and openness. As Scripture reminds us, he guides the humble in what is right and teaches them his way. In a world that often glorifies pride and self-promotion, humility sets you apart. It changes the way you interact with others, not with judgment, but with grace, not with superiority, but with compassion. When you walk humbly, you reflect the light within you without resistance, creating space for peace, wisdom, and purpose to flourish. Humility is not a sign of submission to the world's chaos. It is a declaration of trust in the eternal. It is the quiet strength of knowing who you are and who guides you, allowing your life to be led not by ego, but by purpose. And in this humility, you find freedom. A freedom to be at peace, to serve, and to walk boldly in your calling. When the eternal presence resides within you, it ignites a passion that cannot be contained. This passion is not a fleeting feeling or a passing phase. It is a steady flame, burning with purpose and resolve. It propels you to live with intention, to align every part of your life with something greater than yourself. This passion transforms the way you see the world. It shifts your priorities, pulling your focus away from the distractions of the ordinary and redirecting it towards what truly matters. You no longer seek fulfillment in things that fade. Instead, you find meaning in serving, obeying, and honoring the source of your light. Living for God requires sacrifice, but it is a sacrifice born of love, not obligation. It may mean letting go of relationships or pursuits that do not align with your purpose. It may involve difficult choices, moments of uncertainty, or even seasons of loneliness. Yet, this passion carries you through, reminding you that every step, no matter how challenging, leads to something far greater than you can imagine. Consider the words of Jesus: "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves, take up their cross daily, and follow me." This path is not easy, but it is deeply rewarding. With each act of surrender, each moment of trust, your life becomes a reflection of the light within you, a life marked by purpose, courage, and an unshakable sense of direction. This passion also compels you to share the truth you've discovered. When the eternal presence fills you, it cannot be kept to yourself. It flows through your words, your actions, and your very being, inspiring others and drawing them to the same light. Like a fire that refuses to be contained, this passion fuels your desire to bring hope, love, and truth to those around you. Passion is the force that moves you forward when life feels heavy, the spark that reignites your purpose when challenges arise. It is not dependent on circumstances. It is rooted in something unchanging and eternal. And as you live with this passion, you become a beacon, showing others that there is a way to live that is meaningful, fulfilling, and profoundly alive. To walk with the eternal presence within you is to live under a shield of protection that transcends human understanding. This protection does not promise a life free of challenges, but it assures you that no challenge can destroy you. It is the quiet strength of knowing that no matter what you face, you are never alone, and every trial has a purpose beyond what you can see. Divine protection is not about avoiding storms, but about enduring them with a confidence that comes from being held. It is like a fortress that surrounds you, guarding your heart, your mind, and your spirit against forces that seek to unsettle you. This assurance allows you to walk through uncertainty without fear, trusting that you are guided and sustained. The psalmist beautifully captures this promise. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Whether you are aware of it or not, unseen hands are at work, shielding you from harm, guiding your steps, and turning even adversity into a path of growth and strength. This protection is not just physical, it is deeply spiritual. It safeguards your soul from distractions, temptations, and traps that could pull you away from your purpose. When the world seems overwhelming, this protection becomes your refuge, a place where you can find rest and renewal, no matter the chaos around you. Isaiah's words remind us, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." The presence within you ensures that the forces against you, though they may try, cannot succeed. Each difficulty becomes an opportunity for growth, each obstacle a lesson in trust. Living under divine protection requires faith. It means choosing to believe in the unseen, to trust that even when the path is unclear, the way is being made. It allows you to face life's uncertainties with courage, knowing that you are covered by a presence that never leaves your side. This protection is not just a shield, it is a reminder that you are valued, cared for, and part of something far greater than yourself. And as you walk with this confidence, you not only endure life's challenges, but rise above them, becoming a living testimony to the strength and light that guides you every step of the way. As we journeyed through these 7 signs, one truth stands out. Carrying the eternal presence within you transforms every aspect of your life. It is not about striving for perfection, but about embracing a purpose that is already at work in you. From the way your spirit impacts others to the favour, discernment, and protection you experience, your life becomes a reflection of something far greater than yourself. These signs are not merely traits to admire. They are evidence of a calling, a reminder that you are not here by chance. You are chosen to carry light into the shadows, to live with intention, and to reflect hope in a world that often feels lost. Take a moment to reflect. Do you see these signs in your life? If so, celebrate them and let them inspire you to continue walking boldly in your purpose. If not, know that the journey is always open, and each step brings you closer to aligning with the presence that longs to guide and sustain you. You are never alone on this path. The presence within you equips you, strengthens you, and calls you forward. Let that light shine wherever you go, touching lives, bringing peace, and transforming the world one moment at a time. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for choosing to walk this journey with intention. Carry this message in your heart, and may your steps always be guided by the light that lives within you. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps us reach more people with messages of hope and purpose. Together, we can inspire and uplift, one life at a time.